Hello, Andrew here, and this is the review of the HTC Re. In the box you have a wrist strap which is held onto the Re via the screw you use to take the Re out of the box, which is a really clever piece of packaging because it means there's less waste at the end of the day. You also have a micro USB cable, the Re itself, and they've even included an 8GB micro SD card, which I think is a lovely touch. The Re is capable of taking 16 megapixel stills, video at 1080p and slow motion at 720p. On the top of the Re, you have a mono microphone. This is placed here so you don't obstruct it whilst you're recording video. On the back of the Re you have the combined shutter and record button. Press it to take a photo and hold it down to record a video. On the front you have a notification light that tells you if there's any activity happening with the Re, and a speaker that beeps when you take photos and video. On the bottom you have a micro USB port and a tripod mount. And under this really fiddly and hard to open flap, as you can see here, is the micro SD card slot. This is capable of storing up to 128 gigs of storage, which is quite impressive. I love the quirky design of the HTC Re. It's small, pocketable and has fantastic ergonomics. Not only that, but it's rated to be waterproof for up to a metre, so you don't need to worry about taking it out shooting in the odd rain shower or taking it in the pool with you. The Re's companion app that you see here is one of the key features of this camera. It is available to download on both Android and iOS devices. This means you're not locked down to using specific Android phones, and you're not excluded from using the Re if you're an iPhone owner. Not only does the app allow you to transfer photos and videos from the Re to your phone, but it also acts as a remote control and live preview monitor for the Re, so you can see what the Re is seeing. Not only that, but the Re's app will also allow you to live stream your video straight to YouTube, providing that you have a mobile network of course. Although it's a bit lackluster if I'm honest, and I'll talk about that in my conclusion. The other thing that impressed me with the Re's companion app is how responsive the live preview stream is. It's a lot faster than what I've experienced with my GoPro. Likewise, the speed of photo and video transfers is rather impressive too, meaning that you'll be able to post your snaps on social media in no time at all. Altogether, the Re's companion app is one of the most responsive and well-designed apps I've ever seen for a camera. On the whole, the video quality of the Re is quite good. It has fantastic colour reproduction, respectable dynamic range, and some of the best software-based stabilisation I've seen on a camera. But sadly, the Re is let down by its mediocre video image quality. It generally has a soft feel to it, it's never really that sharp and has quite a few visible artifacts. I hope that this is something that HTC can fix in further software updates.
I can't hear you, what you said.
Time-lapse on the Re feels rather half-baked. This is because it only shoots time-lapses at 720p, which is very strange considering it shoots video normally at 1080p. So I hope eventually they'll issue a software update that gives you the option of shooting time-lapses at higher resolution. Maybe 1080p, possibly even 4K considering it has the resolution to support 4K on the sensor. The image quality of the stills that the Re captures is very impressive. It's able to resolve tons of detail and the colour reproduction is accurate and punchy, and the dynamic range is pretty decent too. It captures a lot of details in the shadows and highlights that you can then bring out in apps afterwards. The wide field of view is quite remarkable as well. It's wider than what you'd find on most compact cameras, and the Re automatically applies distortion control to the images, so you don't get that fisheye look to your photos. A lot of people will enjoy the Re's wide field of view for holding the Re at arm's length and getting the same field of view that they would normally get with their phone precariously clamped into a selfie stick that's extended several miles away from them, that's just begging for someone to walk into and break their phone. So the Re itself eliminates the need for a selfie stick. Things I like about the HTC Re. I love the ergonomics of the device. It fits beautifully into the hand and the placement of the buttons just makes sense. I also love the design and build quality of the device. If it wasn't for its unique design, the ergonomics I just previously talked about just wouldn't be there. It also feels reassuringly solid in the hand, but without being too heavy. I also love the stills quality of the Re. They're consistently sharp, really colourful, and the Re has a fantastic wide field of view thanks to its wide-angle lens, which I just love shooting with. I also love the ease of use of the Re. There's no power button that you can forget to turn on. You just pick it up, it turns on, and you're ready to go. I really like what HTC have done with the Re's companion app. I love the fact that they've made it cross-compatible with both Android and iOS, which means you're not locked down to what devices you can use with the Re. I also love how fast and responsive the video previews are. They're a lot more responsive than what I've experienced with my GoPro, which is generally quite laggy with its photo and video previews. So things I think HTC can improve upon with the Re. They definitely need to fix this video sharpness problem, because at the moment the files the Re churns out are generally a bit fuzzy and lack sharpness, which leads me to suspect that it's just a codec issue. And if so, I hope this is something they can fix with a software update. If not, this definitely needs to be fixed in the next version of the Re. Something else I'm surprised I didn't see with the Re is 4K video. I mean, they have the resolution available on the sensor, so I don't know why they didn't add it. So hopefully this is something again that they could add in a software update, unless there's a hardware constraint that means they can't do this. I also think that YouTube streaming is something they can improve. I mean, it's nice that they have it in there, but it's only streams at 480p, it isn't widescreen, and there's a huge lag between what you're recording and when it gets broadcasted, even when you're on a high-speed network like HSDPA or 4G. I also think that they should add a metal tripod thread in the next version of the Re. This would improve the longevity of the tripod thread because I've found mine's been getting quite worn as I've been using it on tripods a lot. Another feature I've talked about that needs improving is time-lapse. This is because they've limited time-lapses to only shoot at 720p. So I hope they issue a software update that increases this resolution to at least 1080p. One last thing I think HTC should add to the Re's app is a Find My Re mode. This would make the Re start flashing and beeping to help you find it if you've misplaced it. Even though the Re is a really innovative camera, pardon the pun, and it is their first attempt at getting into this saturated small camera market, it is up against some really stiff competition that has been around in the market for much longer than they have, so it'll be interesting to see how the Re fares against them, and what HTC will be doing next with the Re. If you liked this video, please drop us a like below. If you want to see more reviews from us in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions about the Re, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. But for now, I'm Andrew and thanks for watching.